health and hope, now slipping beyond reach. Una wept that night, cradling her own son as he slept. Pastor Kim prayed long and hard. The idea of adoption had never crossed their minds before, but the bond between Dury and Rose was undeniable, and something in their hearts whispered that this was more than coincidence. It was destiny. The decision wasn't easy. There were forms, permissions, and countless questions. But through tears and farewells, Rose's parents entrusted her to the Kims with the most heartbreaking gift of all: faith that their daughter would have a better life. 2 months later, the Kim family landed in Incheon, South Korea. The air was colder, the streets brighter, the culture unfamiliar. But Rose, wrapped in a pink coat several sizes too big, held Dury's hand tightly. And just like that, her new life began. Not as a guest, not as a stranger, but as a daughter. Years passed like petals drifting on a spring breeze. Rose, once a barefoot child from a forgotten village, blossomed into a striking and intelligent young woman. Her Korean was now fluent, her grades top of her class, and her beauty, natural and effortless, turned heads in every hallway she walked down. Yet no matter how far she came, her heart remained rooted in the home that gave her a second chance. And in that home there was Dury. To the world they were siblings. But to Rose it was never that simple. From the time she was 10, she'd watched how he stood up to bullies who teased her for her skin or her origins. How he skipped school once to walk her home when she was sick. How his silent presence beside her always felt like safety. As she grew older, those feelings deepened, shifting from gratitude to admiration, then from admiration into a quiet yearning she couldn't ignore. Dury, now a lean and confident young man with sharp features and a quiet strength, remained a steady force in her life. But his warmth toward her always stopped at the edge of something unspoken. He called her little sis, ruffled her hair, protected her from heartbreak, but his eyes never lingered. His arms never held her longer than necessary. He knew she loved him. He felt it. And still he said nothing. Then there was Andrew Lee, the Crown Prince of Korea, Dury's best friend since middle school. Elegant, composed, and wealthy beyond comprehension, Andrew was the golden boy of the empire. The royal palace, with its marble corridors and gold-trimmed balconies, was his playground. But all the privilege in the world couldn't prepare him for the moment he met Rose. It was at a school festival. She wore a soft blue hanbok, laughing at something Dury had said. Andrew had stopped mid-step, struck silent. From that moment on, she haunted his thoughts. Her presence was gentle yet magnetic, her laughter like a melody he couldn't forget. He began visiting the Kim household more frequently under the pretense of seeing Dury. But his eyes always found Rose, lingering a little too long, his words softening when she entered.